Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Y'all thought he would never be in here after the 2 rollout interviews, but he is here. He is out here in NYC. The one, the only Robb Banks in the fucking building. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
We just saw each other like a week ago, too.
We did. I ain't gonna lie. I told you I was gonna pull up.
I know, you did.
New studio and shit.
You out here for like what? Are you out here for 24 hours or?
24 hours.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I had a couple other little things I had to go handle, and I had to come see you.
Oh, man. I appreciate you being here, bro.
Of course.
I'm excited because we haven't shot the freestyle yet, but I remember one of the big things for you today was like, yo, I want to remind people that I could rap.
You give me anxiety.
You don't actually have anxiety right now, bro.
Anxiety. I'm making me want to go do it right now.
We're going to do it as soon as we're done with this interview. We got you. Don't overthink it right now.
I ain't tripping.
I know, because people do I do the interview first sometimes.
I do this. This is my job at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
my job.
You nice with it anyway. Everybody knows you've been nice, though.
I'm cool. Well, we're gonna let them tell it. You feel me?
Yeah.
After this. You feel me? We're gonna let them see.
They gonna see.
Exactly.
They gonna see. I'm glad that we finally get to do the sit down because like we've done 2 interviews and they've both been really good interviews, but they've been short and we haven't really gotten to like dive deep into like other things because like even when we were talking about like the 2 Falconia projects and whatnot, and you were like, oh, there's so much more shit I want to talk about with these projects too. Like there's so much more behind the scenes. And the one thing that I remember that stood out in my brain specifically that we were talking about at Rolling Loud was you were telling me that because of the Falconia stuff, like there are a bunch of other projects that didn't get to happen too, right?
Yeah. In a sense, like there's this other stuff I wanted to do. I just felt glued to Falconia because you know when you make a project, projects like, especially one like Falconia, come with a theme. You know what I mean? Like and you gotta have a theme to certain shit, and like with that theme shit, it's like you get stuck to a character almost. You know what I'm saying? And stuck into a certain world and like a.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of stuck in that Falconia world, and I couldn't leave because I promised my fans that for so long. But I really, the whole time, like, the last 2 years of me recording Falconia and finishing up that project, I really wanted to just get back to me. You know what I'm saying? And get back to Robb and who Robb is, like who is Femto, like, who am I? You know what I'm saying? And shed the whole Falconia, the Griffith, the whole anime shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shed that skin almost and emerge anew, in a sense.
Interesting. Because we had Sosa here right before you, right? Sosa Geek, shout out Sosa Geek. But it's
Sosa, man.
But it's interesting that you talk about it like this, like shedding that. Because Sosa and I were having a very interesting conversation about separating the artist from the person, right?
Yeah.
And it's a little different with what you and I are talking about here. Because this is more of a case of like separating the concept of this project that has been like glued to you for so long now.
Because they associate me with that.
With Falconia.
Like, not even just Falconia. They associate me with a whole fucking manga and a whole fucking anime with Berserk. You feel me? Like, they associate me with that. And that's my fault because I don't not like it. Like, I like the shit, you feel me? But I'm just kind of at the point in my life, like, I grow as a person and I grow.
Facts.
More so, and more importantly, as an artist, I grow. And I really want to get back to me, to Robb Banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to get back to that. So it was just one of the, it come with it like the side effects. It just came with the project. You feel me? Like people be at the shows, like buddy that was in here earlier when he was saying that before we start recording, he was saying like, man, I was at your last show.
Oh shit,
in
okay.
New York, and he was like, nigga, that shit was crazy. And when at them shows, then people be they be coming with the Berserk books and holding them up like a Bible to me, like, you feel me? Like,
oh wow,
in the front row and shit, and calling like Griffith, Lord Griffith and Lord Femto and all this shit, like, and that shit be cool, like, because I feel like I created a little universe and a little niche like world, but at the same time, I just need everybody in that. Like, if you listening, you in Falconia, you need to grow with me. You know what I'm saying? You need to grow with me because I'm ready to kind of put that aside, and I ain't gonna lie. Dropping 43 songs, you'll burn yourself out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I burnt myself out after that. I didn't hit the studio for shit like 2-3 months, like for real. Like, I would try. I'd go in the studio, and it wouldn't come. Like, it just wouldn't. Or it would come out, and it would just be redundant and repetitive. The same shit I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, so I had to take a little break. You feel me? Because like I was trying to give them everything I had, and I feel like I did. And now I'm sort of falling in love with me. You feel me? Because No, continue.
No, go ahead. No, say what you're gonna say. Say what you're gonna say.
The only thing I was gonna say is that like one of the biggest lessons I learned with Falconia is, especially with taking on a persona and building a character, like, and you see it a lot now with people with a lot. Half of these niggas' albums, what they got themes, right?
Yeah.
Niggas' albums got themes.
Travis Scott. Use Travis Scott. That's a good example.
Okay.
Everything is themed with him.
He always got theme. You feel me? Like, or even like a Cardi. Cardi
always got theme.
Vampire shit, like all that shit. Like when you do that, you kind of almost lose like yourself as an artist. Well, for me, I can't speak for them in my case. Like, and that's what I don't want to lose, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be. I had to realize, like, I pretty much had to go look in the mirror, right? Mm-hmm. And just wake up and go look in the mirror, like, and go in the bathroom and just be like, that's the nigga.
Yeah.
You him. You the one. Mm-hmm. That's who you need to be. You know what I'm saying? I got to be me. I can't be Cub from the anime or from the manga. Like, I can't be Griffith, like, for real, because that's a character. This is my character right here. The nigga that I'm walking around, him, this nigga right here. Like, that's who I want to be. That's what I want to give to my fans right now. Like, myself in complete honesty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be, and in a sense, kind of narcissistic, but not really though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just really want to be open, like super open, and make it all about me, because I feel like that's what they're listening for anyway. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent, but my bad.
No, I feel you, because like, you know, it's like your fans have like married this idea of like there's Robb Banks the person, right? Then there's Robb Banks the artist, and then there's like also this other stuff on this side now where it's like your fans have obviously created this, but like your fans have also built up like this lore/narrative about
it's literally like
about you through your albums and like in their head too. So it's like, I guess like the thing for you is like also kind of like, damn, how do I kind of move past this now?
Exactly.
And kind of like be like, yo, like that's cool, like y'all can fuck with that, like that's all part of who I am and who Robb Banks is and what the music is, but like, all right, here's, you know, the next part of that, and y'all gotta like accept this next part of it without having to also like not be like, oh, what came before didn't matter. Like, what came before mattered, but like now this is like what I want to do now. Mm-hmm. And they gotta like figure out if they want to grow in it. Like, I look at like Fat Nick making a fucking rock album.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, I fuck with it because I think that's kind of tough.
I fuck with it too. That's what I'm saying. That's my nigga. Shout out Nick. That's my brother.
Yeah, like when he was playing some of the snippets on Twitter, I was like, this shit kind of hard. His PR people hitting me up like, yo, he's making this album. I was like, he really making this album? They're like, yeah.
Bro. It's hard, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He played me some of the songs. Like, this shit is tough. Like, facts. Like.
But that's what I think, you know, we talk about like right now, right? Like drill is like the hot thing right now, right? And I tell the drill artists, I'm like, look, guys, in 2 to 3 years from now, you guys are gonna have to learn to reinvent yourselves, or you guys are gonna have to learn to change and grow with the times. And I look at that the same way as like, you know, you and Nick are in very blessed positions of being part of that SoundCloud era back then, because you guys haven't like allowed yourself to just stay stagnant. Like, y'all have allowed yourself to reinvent, change, and grow, and that's why you guys still have fan bases now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that shit means. That stagnant shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like, only thing I've ever known is work. My whole trajectory up, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I've just known work. That's why even going back to like what I was saying, when I felt like I burnt myself out on recording too much, not being in the studio for like 2-3 months was weird for me. Like, that shit was so lame. Like, that was like the lamest shit I felt like I ever did. Like, the fuck you mean you not in the studio for 2 months? Yeah. Just living life. Like, what the fuck you mean you just sitting at the house watching TV? Like, what? Like, that was weird for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always just known work. And so that way you keep the people who are keeping you happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is your fan base.
Yeah. But also, I feel like you deserve that little bit. Well, I mean, maybe not 3 months, but like, you deserve the break after dropping 40-something songs too at the same time.
Yeah. But I'm just my toughest critic, bro. Like, I'm just always going to be my toughest critic. You know what I'm saying?
I think Sosa calling me 1 sec.
Yeah,
my bad.
Good.
I saw the Miami number. I saw, wait, hold up.
We paused.
Yo.
I bet. Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Money. Can you pass me the thing?
Oh, yeah. He said he wanted me to. My bad. Sosa didn't actually forget anything. He just wanted to send me his IG. My IG. Okay. See, I be thinking that rappers be forgetting shit here. I'm gonna leave this in the interview too, because this is funny. But like, it's really just rappers be calling me like, yo, send me your IG. And I'm just like, That's what you interrupted this interview for, bro? So,
I feel like your IG mad easy though.
like, you would think so. You would think
It's on
so.
the radar.
It's on the radar.
And then in the bio, it's your shit, ain't it?
Oh,
right?
my God. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Let me
see?
just send that to him.
Okay, then. See, look.
On the Radar Radio.
That's ready to correct me.
It's-
The radio.
Yeah, Calvin.
Radio.
You let him know. My fault. But yeah, but you deserve like that break though at the same time too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, essentially, yeah. Like people just be deserving breaks, but I'm just that person I am though. I'm just more so like, I don't know. I'm just my toughest critic, bro, and I be just wanting to be better. Like I just gotta be better. Like that's what I wake up to do. Like be better than yesterday and be better than it's like I just said, just looking in like I gotta keep looking in the mirror like and just being like and talking to me. Almost on some sociopath shit. I'm really crazy for real. I might be just nuts for real. I really might just be fried. Like you ever seen that movie American Psycho? Like
Yeah. I
feel
wouldn't
like
compare yourself to American Psycho
Patrick
though.
Bateman or something like that. Cause I be just like, I be like, yo, I be looking in the mirror, just staring and talking to myself, like, you need to be that. What the fuck you doing, nigga? Like, I gotta, but it's when it comes to this, like, when it comes to music, like, I gotta be the best version of myself.
Yeah. I definitely
Best version
understand that.
of my artistry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because like coming from, I mentioned the SoundCloud era and everything, like it's interesting like now because like I feel like I grew up with y'all too because I was 19, 20 when that was going on and I was
telling me it running loud.
Yeah, like and I was at the radio station. I felt very much connected to that. I feel extremely connected to that era because that era was such an important part of my growth as an individual and it was during my college years. So I was like really during the time
How early SoundCloud was you though? Like you was the Space Ghost Perp, like or you was like the X and Ski?
Listen to a little Space Ghost Perp.
So you was more X and Ski.
Definitely more
you was
X.
more 2016 SoundCloud.
More 20. Well, I wouldn't say 20. I would say a little bit 2015, 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's when I really.
Perp was 2011, 2012, up until 2016.
I would say with Perp definitely.
Yeah.
I was bumping a little bit in 2014 because my sweet mates had put me on, and then that just kind of
What
evolved.
project you listening to?
Man, you asking me to remember old ass projects that you're asking me to remember shit from college that bro, I don't even remember shit from college because I was too drunk the whole time.
I feel you. I don't even be knowing my fucking numbers. So I can't even remember that.
But I was definitely bumping in the fucking suite because you put the towel under the door, you already know what's going on. But
Yeah.
It's interesting like growing with y'all and kind of seeing where y'all are at now, and also like I don't know if you peep this, but like in a way, there's also becoming like the kids that y'all influence. They're becoming the new like wave of like young artists too. Because when I sit with them, like you think of like
young A&Rs, which is what I like. Young A&Rs and like young executives and like shit like that and like
producers.
Yeah, like young podcasters, shit like that. Like I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like that should be tough to me though, like because it's like we need more of them in the room. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Than the others, like you know what I'm saying. So that's tough. I like that a lot.
Because even like whether it be like the Rage music or even like the other different like SoundCloud sounds that you guys like help like kind of push forward to like the mainstream media, like I start to see that is coming back around now. You know what I'm saying? Even like kind of way hyperpop is also somewhat of an extension off of that too in its own type of lane. But I think of like that and with these kids, it's like they're always like, oh yeah, they always reference y'all and like that era of music. And they're all 15, like they're like 16, 17, 18. So when they was bumping y'all, they was probably like, I can't do math right. They was in middle school, but like that's at that age when you're really starting to find the music that you like and the music that you're into. And so it's just crazy that like now in a way, I don't know if you see it, but I'm starting to see it more where it's like the SoundCloud 2.0 wave is starting to like kind of come around too, which is kind of interesting to watch happen at the same time because they're all just influenced by y'all.
Yeah, I'm saying it. I like it. I like most of it. Like, but I'm more so. I don't know. I've kind of stopped. I don't really be listening to too much music these days. Like, my shit be like beats. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You listen to beats a lot now?
Yeah, just beats and fucking what you call it, like unreleased songs, like just stuff like that. Just trying to get better, make my shit better. You know what I'm saying?
Find some inspiration too.
Yeah, like I mean, when I do the inspiration, I listen to like super old stuff, bro. Like, I be listening to fucking like super old for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
super old. Like I listen to Perp first project. You know what I'm saying? And get that nostalgia back. I listen to some old Puya or something. I listen to my old shit. I listen to Sade. You know what I'm saying? I listen to fucking like Funkadelic. You know what I'm saying? I listen to some whole other nut shit. Vincent Gallo. Like I
Yeah.
listen to some other crazy shit. Like
I was gonna say, what's inspiring you right now?
I'm gonna show it to you. It's so good. You probably gonna not think it's good though. Like, but
I'm gonna what I'm
everyone
gonna
probably
say.
not gonna think it's good. Listen to this.
What do you listen to? Why are you listening to the Sinister
This shit
movie
hard.
soundtrack?
This shit is hard.
Out of
as
all
fuck.
the things that you could be inspiring,
I promise to you, it's so hard.
Let me look at it.
And I sampled the shit out of this on what I've been doing lately. Like,
Oh, this is like literally like just the soundtrack of the movie.
yeah, it's super pressure. Like, I'm fucking with it. Like,
Yo, Rob, you good?
yo, you know the crazy thing is my homeboy told me like I
This
used
is
to come to
crazy.
my house randomly. My dog Juice, he one of my best friends, like my brother.
Mm-hmm.
He'll always come into the house like or something, or my little brother will always come into the house, and I'll be sitting there like this, like watching TV, and I'll be watching like a horror movie just by myself, like. But niggas be thinking I'm good, like niggas say, yo, you gotta stop doing that shit, nigga. You sick? I'm like, what? I'm like, bruh. This is normal to me, but like the thing is, I find I draw inspiration from that type of shit though, like because it's so like if you listen to the score for a horror movie or something like that, like that shit is like it's real.
No, there's some real raw shit in there. Yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like look, if you go back to Nightmare on Elm Street, like the score on that shit nuts. Like feel me? I've really just been in the soundscapes lately. Like that's the type of shit. That's why like I love film so much. Like I like and a lot of my shit, like my projects have been themed on certain films and certain shit like that because it's all ultimately all of it has one end goal and it always come back to how can I put this into music? How can I put this into a song?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's all that's always the goal.
Nah, I like that. I mean, I look to films for like inspiration too, especially like I don't know. I think about like with the studio. Like I used to watch like I like sci-fi. So like when we were making the
Do you?
studio,
What's
yeah,
your favorite sci-fi movie?
of all time.
Yeah, because I love sci-fi.
Yeah, but see if I like
And not a lot of people love sci-fi, and it's like a dying fucking
a
what's it
dying
called?
fucking breed.
Yeah, it's a dying genre for sure.
Favorite sci-fi movie of all time. I ain't gonna lie, not a sci-fi movie, but like, so, all right. So here's some of my earliest memories of watching sci-fi. Right, I'm talking about TV too. When I was a kid, right. So my dad is 68. Right, he's on the older side. So my dad used to make me watch all these sci-fi movies, sci-fi shows as a kid. So I used to watch Lost in Space when I was like this tall, right?
Yeah.
Lost in Space, but like the old Lost in Space. Like I used to watch the old Lost in Space, the old Star Trek. I was never really into Star Trek like that. It was just kind of like
I ain't fuck with Star
I ain't
Trek.
fuck with it like that. But it was on. It's what my pops had. And then He said Star Trek sucks.
Star Trek is
I like the one Star Trek movie
you gonna
that
piss the Trekkies off.
you gonna
man,
piss the
bro.
Trekkies off. What? The new one? Yeah, I like the first new one, the one from 2007. That one's fire. I like that one, but that's like it. And then obviously I watch Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Star Wars is like top tier for me.
Love Star Wars.
I'll probably say Star Wars. I watch Star Wars. The people might think this is weird, right? But to me, like I watch Star Wars every Christmas.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know why. It's just like I wake up. I'm
I
like,
fall asleep to fucking Sinister, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not
you
weird,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I fall asleep to all type of shit. I fall asleep to Sinister. I fall asleep to Sopranos. I put Sopranos on to go to bed. I put Game of Thrones on to go to bed. I put on any scary movie I can find to go to bed. It just don't bother me. Like, it just doesn't bother.
Scary movie
It's almost
sleeping
like
is-
comforting, like, because I've watched it so much, and you gotta understand, like, my parents, like, they weren't shit. Like, for real, they had me watching Scarface and fucking shit like that when I was like 6 and 8, and like me and my little brother, like my daddy made us watch Scarface and The Professional and Nightmare on Elm Streets and all that shit. My mama always used to take us to scary movies, like to the point that I'd go back to school and be telling my little friends like, "Oh, you ain't see the Eye with Jessica Alba?" Like when I didn't say Jessica Alba back then, but you know, I'm saying it to you for reference. But I'd be like, "You ain't see the Eye?" That shit, blah blah blah. Was good. That shit was scary as fuck. Like. My mama won't let me see that, and I always used to be like, "Word, crazy." My mama let me see everything. Like
You was a kid that everybody was like, your mama let you watch that shit?
Yeah, she let me watch everything. She let me watch shit. They was strict. Don't get me wrong. My mama was strict. Like, but as far as watching shit, they let me watch all type of scary shit. Like, I don't know. So I just grew up watching that shit. So it relate back to you like with Star Wars and shit that you watch every Christmas because that shit is comforting to you. Like, horror movies be comforting to me. Cause
I respect that. Well, going back to the music, something else that you had told me.
all my music's dark for real. Going back to
Going back to the music. This is probably why your music's dark.
As fuck.
But like even like I'm thinking about the 2-3 month break that you mentioned, but I remember something else that you said to me that really stuck out. Is that like you just didn't really know where to go after that too. Also,
Yeah, I ain't know what to do.
Yeah, you got really introspective about that at Rolling Loud. You were just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I ain't know.
Do you know what to do? Do you know what to do now?
Yeah, I got everything planned out.
Oh, you got everything planned out now.
But that'd be the worst though because I be having a whole mission and then the mission be taking a little minute, like because I'm a perfectionist, so I have to execute the mission like
right there,
precise. Like it has to be precise, and it's gonna take a little time. But when it's done,
it's gonna be fire.
Oh, bitch, that shit, man, what? That shit is gonna be so pressure.
Yeah.
But like, don't nobody want to wait that long. I don't want to wait that long. You feel me? I don't want to make them wait that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. But that's all I want to reveal about that right now.
Yeah, you got some more.
I know. I've told you off camera the name of the project and shit like that. Like, and they have ideas because I've slipped up and said little shit. Like, you feel me? But it's a whole little thing that I'm trying to do, like a whole little another universe. But it's just based around me. It's not based around another person. That's what my whole thing was. Like, I didn't like when you think of Robb Banks, you think of someone else, like me as someone else. Like, even if it is a fictional character, because my whole like Falconia was based on Griffith from Berserk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Berserk is a manga / anime from Japan, from Kentaro Miura. Rest in peace to him. He passed away. And yeah, I kind of just fell in love with the character. I fell in love with certain ideals of the character just because of he was the type of character that he was the antagonist, but he always followed his dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, he, no matter what stood in his way, from his friends to his family to whatever, he crossing everything out about his dream. You feel me? And I kind of related to that in a sense, because I've sacrificed. I feel like I've sacrificed everything to get where I am today. You feel me? On my own, without the help of a father in the industry, without the full help of a Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Without the full help of everybody that you've ever seen me around. Like, I could have done the shit. Like, if I could speak frank for a second, I could have done the shit that niggas be doing, the dick eating shit. Like, where niggas go run around, like, run behind the artist that's your artist friend that's bigger than you. You feel me? And run behind him and go on his tour and just follow him around and this and that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. You feel me? And so those is my sacrifices, I feel like. You feel what I'm saying? So I was in a dark place when I kind of chose Griffith to base a project around. Like, I felt like everyone was against me at that time. And this was in like 2000, 2000 what? Maybe like 14, 15. And I was beefing. I'm heavy beefing. I'm beefing with all type of rappers. I'm beefing with niggas and Broward. Like, so I'm just feeling like I'm heavy beefing. So I'm like, man, so I'm feeling like, oh yeah, y'all feel like I'm wrong? Okay, bet. So I'm gonna be that. I'm the villain? Bet, I'm gonna be that. So I kind of submerged myself into it. And I'm happy that it turned out to be something that my fans love, you feel me? But I feel like it's kind of time, right now it's kind of time to shed that. Like, I don't really want that too much
on you anymore.
Yeah, like, well, too much associated with the music I've got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to go into a different direction. And I don't want nobody to get confused. I'm not finna go fucking pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not finna go pop. Like,
go make pop music.
Yeah,
I would lose it if you made pop music.
I'm not finna do that. And if I do, it's gonna be the shit went pop. Like one of my songs just went pop. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
That's how it would always be. But yeah, I hope I answered the question correctly.
No, you did.
I'm a rambler. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's all good. You know,
We getting drunk and rambling.
I want to say this is a ramble. What I'm gonna bring up, but like,
Go ramble.
Nah, you're not gonna ramble. But
No,
like,
I'm saying you go ramble.
nah.
Take your turn.
I guess a little bit because I saw the message you posted for Rock. Right. First of all, rest in peace, PnB Rock, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Rock,
and you know what's crazy, bro? Is like
that shit.
Rock was one of those people that
You knew him.
Everybody had a story. All right, Rock was the first big artist I ever interviewed, and I was 18 or 19 years old, right?
Look.
And
he was that type nigga, bro.
Yeah.
And he was a nigga that ain't deserve that. He was that type nigga. He was too not too genuine. He like, when I say that, I mean like, he was so genuine. Like, he was just, you don't meet people like that in this shit.
Yeah.
Critter met Rock. Like, man, Rock was a real nigga. Like, that's a real nigga, bro. Like, you don't meet real niggas in this. You do not meet no real niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit fucked me up for real. Like, and I didn't expect it to, for real. Like, it fucked me up. Like, it fucked me up like how when Ja died, damn near. Like, now that's bad, but it was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I first met him at Ja funeral. That's where I met him at. Shit crazy, bro. But rest in peace to my dog. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. It reminded me of like when Pop died.
Yeah.
Because Pop was like, I never did anything like interview-wise with Pop, but Pop was like one of those people who, when I met him, just a real person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel genuine. It didn't feel weird, didn't feel forced. It was just like, oh yeah, like that's Pop, right?
Yeah.
And it's just weird because like I remember, I think, man, was he on the deluxe or the I don't want to misspeak on this, but I know, but the record that he had with Pop, I think was either on Meet the Woo 2 or maybe on the deluxe. And I just remember like when he played it for us, I was like, damn, man, this record is so fire, right? And it was cool because PnB at the time, like, it was just like Philly to New York. It was like all this other shit going on. I was like, man, this record is so fire. So when I think about it now and think about to that moment back then when I first heard that record with Pop, I'm like, damn, man, like it's crazy that neither one of them are here to like,
it's fucked up for real.
To you know, reap the rewards of what they created and like how far like their music even lasted to this day. Shit,
fucked up.
Unforgettable plays every summer.
Facts.
I put on an Afrobeat mix today. Somehow they threw Unforgettable into the Afrobeat mix, and I was like, "How did?" I mean, I guess
the man, a legend, and I feel like he didn't get what he was supposed to get while he was here.
Yeah,
that's kind of what. That's kind of what
makes it worse.
Yeah. Like pissed me off a little piece. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like when artists don't get what they supposed to get when they still here. Like, why are you gonna wait for a nigga to be dead? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you wait for a nigga to pass?
Yeah.
For you to give him what he supposed to get, what he been supposed to begin. You know what I mean? Shit fucked up out here though, you know.
We gotta be careful out here. As an artist, I mean, you know, that goes without saying. That goes without saying. Don't eat in places you're not supposed to be eating at. Get the takeout, you know what I'm saying? If you're wearing the jewelry, make sure you have protection on you.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Every fucking time.
Every fucking time. That's how I look at it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people was making the whole thing about his girlfriend, but I'm not gonna get into that. But at the end of the day, it's more just like
you can't blame him.
You can't blame her. You know what I'm saying? You just, you know, because people gonna take advantage of people. I was just having this conversation with someone earlier today. I'm like, yo, if someone who's hungry, right? Someone who don't know when their next meal gonna come, someone who's desperate for bread, they see somebody walking around outside, doesn't matter where it is. It could be Brooklyn, it could be South Central LA, it could be wherever, and they see someone just walking around with a big ass chain and rings and all this shit like that. That person, if they desperate enough, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna try to take advantage of this situation.
Right.
And unfortunately, like, you know, I don't know if we'll ever know exactly what happened in that Roscoe's, but they try to take advantage of the situation and it ended up how it ended up. And, you know, shit is fucked up. It's nasty out here. So if you're an artist, just please, for the love of God, be careful out here. And shit is scary.
That shit on you, man. Shit was an unfortunate situation. And I'm real sad that shit happened to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't deserve that shit.
He didn't deserve that shit at all. A million other niggas that did, but he was not one of them. Trust me.
But moving on from that, right? We're not talking about the next era, right? But yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was on your Twitter. Aside from that tweet, I saw some other things you were tweeting, right? One thing I loved, I was like, you said I hate people who never had acne. Me fucking too.
Oh, my nigga.
You never had acne.
You don't know I like this guy.
Fuck you. You don't know what it was like.
I like this fucking guy.
You don't know what it was like to be ugly.
You don't know what it was like. What? This shit took time, bitch.
You saw this beard? Before this beard, it was just a chin full of
That's
acne.
to you, matter of fact. This shit take time,
You never had
nigga.
acne?
Never.
Fuck you.
Nigga be trying to rush me out the hotel room. Rob, come down. We got to come on. You going to be late. It take time, nigga. Come on. I got to get my shit. You understand?
When I was really stressed out when I first got this studio, and we was just buying furniture in here, and I was just getting bills and bills and bills for all the shit that's in here. I broke out.
Stress.
OD. There's like 5 interviews from June where I got a big ass zit right here on my face.
I feel you.
You ain't never had acne a day in your life. How's it feel to be God's favorite?
Bitch ass nigga.
Oh, what? You had acne as a kid?
Fuck yeah, nigga. I got cystic acne. They'll never know that.
What's that?
Cystic acne.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
It's when it's under the skin, like, and it's like you can't pop it.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, you gotta wait for it to. I'm talking about acne on the motherfucking podcast. See, look, this is.
You tweeted about it. I brought it up.
I just felt that way though. I just felt that way, like, cause it was just like, man, I think I had fucked with a bump on my face, and I remember exactly what happened. Money know what happened. I had fucking. It was the day before I was gonna go perform.
Okay.
In New York at Rolling Loud, and I went to picking and digging and shit like that. Big scab on my face. I said, fuck, like, nigga, I went to what? I got so mad, and yeah, I had tweeted that. I ain't gonna lie. I had tweeted. I was like, man, I hate y'all niggas. I just got real mad.
You also spoke about Toronto letting you in for the first time in 7 years, right?
Yeah, shout out to Toronto, man. You feel me? Shout out to them, man.
How'd you get?
He ain't get in.
He ain't get in. Why you got kicked out of Toronto, bro? You got kicked out of Toronto?
It's his fault. No, I'm playing. It was matter of fact,
of course, someone who never had acne before.
You want me to say whose fault it really was? It was Tarek from Rolling Loud. It was his fucking fault. The owner of Rolling Loud. I hope you watching, Tarek. It's your fault.
How Tarek got you kicked out of Toronto?
Because Tarek did, all right, they first tour that they did, before it was Rolling Loud, they had Dopey and T.
Yeah.
And their first tour was my tour, was Year of the Savage tour, like, from my first album I ever dropped. So he tour managed it.
Okay.
And that was Wi-Fi's funeral first tour. Like, this is when he wasn't nobody yet. Like, and he was like, yo, Tarek said, this is my artist. Can I bring him on? Blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, for sure. Boom. We in a little fake tour bus. We in a little RV. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2015. We got a show from New York, and we did the show in New York. Now we got to go to Toronto. So we try to get in through Niagara Falls. I don't know what happened. I think Tarek ain't had no work visa or something like that. He didn't have nothing. He's like, we're just going to try to smuggle. Not smuggle, like, but you know what I'm saying? Just, we're going to try to get ourselves through the shit. Like, bruh, you know what I got on this fucking RV right now? Like, bruh, I'm trying to duck everything off. Long story short, man, I don't know what to
Border
call
Patrol,
them.
border agents, whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say something way more offensive. I ain't
Don't do it. No, you've been drinking too much. Don't do it.
The Crodies, man. I ain't gonna lie. The Crows. You know what I'm saying? Delete that. No. Nah, they be saying that. That's straight. What's it called? But no, the Border Patrol, they came in and started busting up the RV. Just boom, boom, like breaking through the little vents and all type of crazy shit. Like, they didn't find shit. Like, they didn't find nothing. I don't even think they found no weed. Like, they just was like, oh, y'all trying to get through here illegally. Come on. They detained us. And they ran all our background checks. They see my background, said banned 7 years. They seen his, said banned 7 years. They seen Tarek's, banned 7 years. Tarek didn't even have nothing that crazy, like, for real. Like, he had like some little petty shit. I'm not gonna disclose this information, but like,
yeah, it's nothing crazy enough for 7 years.
Listen, anybody that ever got arrested, if you ever even got arrested, they banned you. They banned them for 7 years.
That's crazy.
Thanks.
So is that why Rolling Loud couldn't do Toronto until this year?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think that Ben was planning it. I don't know the ins and outs of that.
Just something that popped in my brain. I don't know the details, but
I could not go. I couldn't even go this year.
Oh, really?
I had to hire a lawyer. I had an immigration lawyer. I had to pay like $5,000 and all or some shit like that just to get over there. Like,
you made that back.
Yeah, I made it back.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like, God damn, cuz, like. But they let me in, though. Love to Toronto, love to Canada. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
was very happy to be back, for real. Because I had went there one time before I had, yeah, you feel me? Before all that shit happened. I had went there one time when I was real young, when I was like 16. And yeah, the shit was. I had a great time. A great time.
Shout out to Canada.
Shout out to Canada.
Because I was like
I love Canada, bro.
I was looking at all like your tour stories and shit like that, like when I was scrolling through your gram and like your Twitter, and you were like thanking your fans. And I think one of the things, I don't remember where it was, but you're like, sorry for the shows that I missed because of the flights that I missed. And I was like, you be missing flights like that?
Nah, I don't really be missing flights. I missed that one flight. That was Reno.
Oh, I did see you posting about that was separately, but I saw you posting about Reno too.
Yeah, Reno. Fucking, I just never. I didn't even go to the show. I wasn't in Nevada. I didn't get to go there. They all made it, but I wasn't able to make it. Like, and I'm sorry to Reno, but at the same time, like, we gonna do a better show. We gonna do
better venue.
Yeah, 100% a better venue. We gonna do like. Well, I can't even say because I never saw the venue, but I'm just assuming it was just like
it'll be a better venue the next time.
It was some bullshit. You feel me?
It'll be a better venue the next time.
I'm assuming it was some fuck shit, but yeah, like we gonna make up and do all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, but no, I don't miss flights, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like we flying out fucking like a couple hours. Like
yeah, a couple hours now. Yeah.
Yeah, like and then we going straight to the next spot. Like, bro, we very organized.
Move quickly.
4:30, very organized around these parts. You know
4:30.
Very organized.
You got a place where people can buy those hats?
Of course. Yeah, my website, robbanks.com or deathless.com, the Deathless brand. 4:30, full effect. You know what I mean? We here. I mean, not everybody's here. I wish everybody was here. I would like to bring everybody from 4:30 here to do a whole 4:30 cypher. You know Shorty K and shit.
Yeah.
That's 4:30.
Oh, that's 4:30.
Yeah, Shorty K 4:30. Fucking.
I'd be down for that.
Mikey Moore, Mike Andy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Like I want my whole team to come in here and do that shit.
I'm game for a 4:30 cypher if you make it happen.
Yeah, we gonna make it happen. I gotta put out the they all gotta drop their projects first, and then we probably gonna do like one little compilation tape, and then we come on here.
You back on your compilation tape shit?
Yeah, I gotta do another. I only did 2 for real. I only ever did 2. The After Dark series, like I did 2 of them.
Still a lot of compilation tapes though.
Yeah,
two compilation tapes is a lot. Yeah.
That shit crazy. Like, and then you gotta work with other people and get they
verses and yeah.
That's why I can't be doing the group shit. Like even though like people associate me with like how can I say like with like members only and shit like that and Raider Clan and all that like that like especially like really members only like they're my brothers like for sure like but I'm a kind of a rogue, you know what I'm saying? Like I do my thing. You feel me? That's just how I've always been.
Yeah.
Because when it's too much personality, especially with something like music that's real creative, like I can't create. You know what I mean? Like I can't like, because then it's restraints on it. Like, you can put restraints on a whole bunch of other shit, but you ain't finna restrain no. I can't follow no rule or something when it comes to music. You feel me? Like I don't know. That's just how it works. That's why I don't have a lot of features and shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
Like in every feature I've done, it's been real organic or like something like that. Like you can probably count the features I have like on my projects, like maybe 2 hands.
Probably less than that, honestly. Well, obviously Falconia, we know about Falconia.
Yeah, but Falconia got Uzi, Trippy, Doughboy. Shit, that's it, huh?
Yeah, you didn't list them either. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't list them just because. It's for aesthetic purposes, and then shit happens with labels. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, you could go through all the bullshit of clearing it, and then they into something else with it, and then they sit, and then whoever else they dealing with see the name on something, and they want a piece, and I was just like, nah, let the fans just eat. You know what I'm saying?
I remember we were talking about the Uzi shit last year too.
Yeah.
Glad that worked out also.
Yeah,
you were stressed out at the time. He was hella stressed.
Yeah, because I was more so stressed from the fans stressing me about it. Like Uzi, Vert never gave me no stress about it. You feel me? Like I'm like, me and Vert don't see each other talk enough for him to be. You know what I mean? Like it's more so the fans that was like, when is this shit gonna drop? And it dropped. So I'm glad that shit off my motherfucking plate for sure.
Yeah, and I think obviously, like you said, like there weren't that many features on it, but I think you know them 3 just.
That's all I needed. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's people that I actually fuck with. Like I fuck with them people like that I've had like that I've at least like met in person. I don't like doing songs with people I don't know you. Like I've never
met you before.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I ain't.
Not into that.
It's weird.
Not into that. So what do we got coming up? What else we got moving?
Shit, man. I'm just finna just.
Get back on your shit.
Nah, not even. I'm more so on some shit like I'm just really trying to push Falconia more so the people can hear. People that haven't heard it can hear it and really get these visuals out, you know what I mean? And then while I'm doing that, slip in my little singles. Like I told you on the last interview, like I really feel like I'm in my mixtape era. Like
Yeah, you did say that.
I seen shout out Sonny Digital, bro. That's my brother. Like, but he said he tweeted some shit. He said, "Yo, niggas need to make mixtapes cool again. Not every project need to be on a fucking DSP." You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the type of shit that I'm kind of on right now. Like I'm about to go head to the A right now and just go mixtape it. Like I'm trying to get back into that. I'm trying to get into that mixtape bag right now. Like I gave y'all 43 songs. I gave y'all 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? Like hold that. Feel me? Let me do my visuals for them. Y'all enjoy the visuals. Y'all you never know. I've been in these people's faces for how long? Like what? Like fucking 11 years? You know, you're not gonna not see my fucking face wherever you turn. Feel me? But I'm more so. I feel like I want to just rap. You know what I'm saying? I want to just rap, bro. I want to just
have fun.
Yeah, I want to just have fun. I want to make this shit about me. Again, I want to make my music about me, and putting it out and giving it to the people and seeing the feedback. Cause that's what was fun about it when I first started in the first place.
Yeah,
you know, putting it out and seeing their feedback and seeing that people actually like it, and they did. So yeah.
And that's part of that peace and clarity that you also have now too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, knowing that there's somebody out there that it's more than just somebody, like, but they out there waiting for me, you know what I'm saying, to put the shit out. So that feels good. Like I was talking to you about in the last interview, not a lot, there's no one left, pretty much. There's like, you can count them on 2-3 fingers, you know what I'm saying, like, of people that I came up with that's still here. And for people to still be here listening to me, like, that shit mean a lot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna come on here and pop my shit and be like, I did this verse and that verse and that, like, and I brought this nigga and I helped that nigga, like, cause nigga could Google it and you could check my resume, like, but I'm the only thing I will say, I'm just very happy that niggas is still here for me, you know what I mean? So that shit feel good. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a great place to end it. Happy that they're still here for you.
Yeah, I am. I'm happy that all of them, they still here.
Well, look, man, it's great finally getting you inside of the studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Go get the Falconia projects out now.
Yeah, yeah.
Fire projects.
The best one.
Mixtapes on the way.
For sure.
Before we get out of here, we have you rap for the day. You know the drill, my bro. Anything else you want to let the people know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
All right, though. You already know what it is, man. Big Femto, Big 430. Falconia is out now. You already know what it is. New shit coming. Let's get in this booth. Come on. It's time.
430, Robb Banks on the radar. Falconia out now. Go follow him. Go show him love. Love is free. Support is free. Till next time, on the radar. Bow.
Yes, sir.